Okay, in this lecture we will deal what are cardinal numbers and how to find cardinality of a set and cardinality definition. We will define what is cardinality. So basically cardinality is defined as number of elements in a given set. So if we take example of this set, then cardinality is 4. Here cardinality is 4 and here also cardinality is 4. So if we proceed further, then for example each of the set A, B, C, say A, B and C has 4 elements. So thus these sets have the same number of elements. However, it is not always necessary to know the number of elements in two finite sets before we know that they have the same number of elements. For example, if each chair in a room is occupied by exactly one person and there is no one standing, then clearly there are just as many people as there are chairs in room. So here cardinality is not defined. We can say in other words we can say that we cannot count number of chairs or number of people. The above simple notion that two sets have the same number of elements if their elements can be paired off can also apply to infinite sets. In fact, it has the following startling results. In this example of chair and people, we can say that this example is related how we are comparing or equating, we can say, as we have discussed in the definition of equal sets and equivalent sets. So in equivalent set we take one-to-one correspondence. So look at these results. Infinite set need not have the same number of elements. Some are more infinite than others. Here in this point we can say that if we take set of natural number and set of whole number, we cannot say that which is bigger set and which is smaller set from both n and w. There are just as many even integers as there are integers, and just as we here in this point it is clear that if the number of even integer is infinite, then number of integers is also infinite. We cannot say that which set has more elements than other set. C point. There are more points on the real line R than there are positive integer P, and there are more curves in the plane R square than there are points in plane. So this is clear in case of infinity. Okay, here in this chapter we will discuss what is cardinality. One-to-one correspondence, equipotent sets. Recall that one-to-one correspondence between set A and B is a function f from A to B which is bijective. Bijective function is a function which is one-to-one as well as onto. A function which is one-to-one and is onto, this is written here, that is which is one-to-one and onto. In such a case, each element A belongs to A is paired with unique element B belongs to B. We can write this as these are two sets, 1, 2, and this is set consists of A and B. So this is bijective function. This is one-to-one and also this is on-to function. So this is bijective function because there is one-to-one correspondence and all the elements of second set are used. So we can write this as A correspondence B. Okay, what is cardinality? Set A and B are said to have the same cardinality or the same number of elements or to be equipotent. Equipotent means same cardinality, written as A equipotent B. If there is, we can say equivalence B. If there is a function f from A to B which is bijective, that is both one-to-one and on-to. So this is recall the such a function f is said to define a one-to-one correspondence between A and B. Since the identity function is bijective, we can take the example of identity function because identity function is one-to-one as well as on-to function. So identity function becomes bijective function, and the composition and inverse of bijective functions are bijective. This is important. Inverse of bijective function is bijective, and also composition of bijective function is bijective. So from here we can immediately take this theorem, or we can obtain this theorem. The relation of equivalence of being equipotent is an equivalence relation in any collection of sets, that is A equivalence A for any set A. If we take any set A, then it will always equipotent or equivalent to itself. Second, if A equivalence B, then B will equipotent to A. Similarly, if A equipotent or equivalence B and B is equivalence to C, then A will be equivalence to C. So these are some examples. You can check it by yourself. This is P, set of prime number, and this is set E of even integers. So there is one-to-one correspondence because both of these sets are infinite sets. So there is another definition. If we say a set S is infinite, if we take any set S, when it will be infinite if it has the same cardinality as proper subset of itself. What is proper subset of a set? If we take A is equal to A and B, so we will make subsets as A empty set, A, B and AB. So AB is improper, so these are the proper subset of that set. So what is definition of infinite set? A set S is infinite, it has same cardinality as proper subset of itself, otherwise S is finite. We can say that set S is infinite if it has the cardinality as set of natural number. So this is another definition of infinite set. Familiar examples of infinite sets are prime numbers, natural numbers, set of integers, set of rational numbers, set of real numbers. These are the examples of infinite sets. This is example, we can see it. Our next topic will be denumerable or countable sets. We can say that denumerable sets are uncountable. Our next topic is uncountable sets and countable sets.